Hello, my name is Damian Guerrero, and this is my presentation for my complex problem, that being inflammation and how it affects us in the United States. Introduction: Complex problem. The focus of this argument and slide presentation will be addressing the complex issues of inflammation in America. While granted there are other main issues such as world hunger, mental health, racism, gender equality, environmental, and of course politics, I genuinely feel that financial issues, or in this case inflammation, should be addressed. The audience this is addressed to is for those in higher power. As to why, is because there's no point of explaining it to common folk. And what I'm referring to is I wish to explain it to those in power, those that are capable of making great change, and for those of higher power to be informed of the stress and burden of inflammation on the basic needs that people are struggling with. I explain the reason why I chose this because from a young adult's perspective, everything is becoming very expensive to a point where you can't buy anything with a $50 or living for oneself is impossible. While there are more concerning complex issues that worries the average American, in my opinion, none of them come close than inflammation. While there isn't a precise time and date, it has been suggested that inflammation has been around the 16th century, and according to the International Monetary Fund's website, inflammation was once considered public enemy number one by President Gerald Ford in 1974, and it further explains how inflammation works from the late 1900s to the current year. Inflation is when the rate of prices increases over time. Such an example can be the price of a haircut from the local barbershop, in which they used to charge $11. However, with the increase of prices or inflation, it goes to $15. Perhaps that is a bad example, but there will be more. There are also different types of inflammation. Hyperinflammation is when, exactly how it sounds, it is when prices rise up by 50%. Deflation is how it sounds exactly. It's when the prices goes down. Stagflation is a term coined in the 1970s when stubbornly high inflation coincided with the high unemployment and little to no economic growth. But the most notable one is shrinkflation. This one is the most common, that can be seen either at a fast food restaurant or at a grocery store or the gas station, in which you notice that, for an example, a bag of chips, the price remains the same, but the food inside, it gets smaller and smaller. Current inflammation and society impact. While it's no surprise that our parents and older generations were more capable in acquiring a home at the age of 30, it has been very challenging for the current young adults to find a suitable home. Unlike the movies where a young adult can move out and rent an apartment for $375 or so, while yes, this can be accomplished by taking up a job or multiple and saving money, the cost for housing has risen significantly. Furthermore, not only the housing but also the pricing for gas, food from grocery stores, and healthcare. All this adds up to the negative impact that that it has on young people, especially on their mentality. Such an example of inflammation comes from the scene of the classic film Home Alone from 1990, in which the main character goes shopping and purchases a gallon of milk, a loaf of bread, mac and cheese, roast turkey dinner, a 4-roll toilet paper, laundry detergent, laundry sheets, the paper, plastic wrap, a juice with a coupon, and plastic army figures. With that amount of groceries, Kevin's total price was $19.83. However, this was recreated and the results had changed drastically, with a total of $72.28. Possible solutions, pros and cons. While there are many solutions to fixing the complex issue, that being inflammation, there are some solutions that have too many cons, or some solutions that are just too complicated, or perhaps some solutions are just disliked by the public because they are used to the way things are now. However, there is one solution that I believe would benefit everyone, a solution so simple that it can benefit without having too much to worry about it, and that would possibly be to cut taxes. The reason why I've come to this conclusion is because when it comes to doing our taxes, more money is often taken from us, leaving us too little to work with. So I propose to cut taxes so it can allow young people and old people to keep more money, ensuring that they have a better opportunities for themselves and their family. While there are definitely cons with this solution, such as cutting taxes will result in budget defects, this solution should be considered. However, if not, another solution should be having rich people pay more taxes. They're rich, they got more money to spare. And these are my cited sources. Thank you.